You want to be a travel nurse, these are the things that you are going to do to become a travel nurse. And I had a 7-year career in travel nursing, so you're going to listen to me. So this is especially true if you are a new nurse or you're about to graduate nursing school. You're going to want to get as much experience as you can, right? So I recommend at least 1.5 to 2 years of experience. But not only that, you're going to say yes to every opportunity that comes your way, even the uncomfortable ones. You want to be able to tell that recruiter on the first phone call, oh yes, I have experience with admitting patients, with discharging patients, with body cooling, with giving blood, with giving heart medications. You want to do it all, and you want to be comfortable doing it all. You're also going to want to say yes to floating, which is painful. I know, as a NICU nurse, the last thing that I ever wanted to do was go to the pediatric floor and take care of a kid that could talk back to me. But you're going to do it, okay? Because that will make you a more valuable candidate. About 5 months from the time that you want to start travel nursing, you are going to start looking for a travel nurse recruiter. Trust me when I tell you, a travel nurse recruiter can make or break your experience as a travel nurse. If you want to work with my recruiter, who I would highly recommend, let me know. When you find this recruiter, you are going to reach out. You are going to reach out directly. You are never, ever going to put your phone number in a random database, okay? You can put your phone number on a form to a specific company or a specific recruiter, but never in a random database, or you will never stop getting phone calls. Still, about 10 years later, I'm still getting calls from random recruiters. So you put your information in and the recruiter calls you. You are never ever gonna say, I don't care about money. Because even if you are becoming a travel nurse for the travel experience, that was me, and then you say you don't care about money, they will take advantage of you, okay? I learned this the hard way. Don't do it. You're gonna have to be flexible when you are first looking for your first assignment, but that doesn't mean that you have to take an assignment that you don't want, okay? You can be flexible but picky. And by that, I mean you can refuse to work the night shift, but you might have to work in a second tier location, but that's okay. Or you can work the night shift and work in a good tier location. At this time, you are also going to get everything prepared for you to take off at a moment's notice, because once your assignment comes in, sometimes you only have a few weeks, right? So let's say about 1 to 2 months before you are ready to leave, you are obviously going to tell your hospital, you're going to put in your notice. You are going to figure out your living situation. You will need to pay taxes. You will need to pay taxes on a permanent tax home, and that will be the state where your permanent address is, right? So I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. That is my permanent address. If I go to California, that would be like my temporary address, but I still need to be paying taxes in Nebraska in order to receive my tax-free stipends as a travel nurse. So you're gonna figure all of that stuff out. You are not gonna ask me because I legally cannot answer. You are gonna ask a tax guy, and you're gonna do it on your own. Everyone does it, we can do it. We can do hard things, okay? And this is probably one of the hardest things to do. Then you're gonna start looking for housing. You are going to budget about, I like to say like a quarter of my income, right? So if you're gonna make $2,000 after taxes, you're gonna wanna ask your recruiter how much money you're gonna take home after taxes. You are gonna budget about, one fourth of that. So if you're gonna make $2,000 per week in travel nursing, you are gonna look for a place that costs equal to or less than $2,000 per month. At this time, I would also recommend that you have been building a savings account, because travel nurse contracts can get canceled, unfortunately, and there's a lot of upfront costs to being a travel nurse. Paying rent ahead of time, moving your stuff, although a lot of it's reimbursed, there's a lot of upfront costs. So I recommend having a safety net of about $3,000 at this time. And lastly, you are going to enjoy the experience. You are going to embrace that it is going to be very uncomfortable and lonely at times. But again, we can do hard things. You can do it. You will adapt and you will love it. And if you don't love it, at least you tried it, and my hat's off to you. and you got this, okay?